going to the university, a wonderful job that I would not have had if it wasn't for Dr. Martin Luther King. Later on, to my joy and all of our joy, Dr. King's life and death opened up the Catholic Church, because Dr. Martin Luther King showed the bishops a few things that they didn't want to realize, and made it possible during that area for many, many black bishops to be appointed. Some who are still with us today. Yes, Dr. Martin Luther King did great things. But you know, it's been a joy working with the Race and Reconciliation Committee. You know, as Dorothy said, you know, many of the meetings were at my house, and I enjoy being host to things like that because it means so much to me. But the thing that really, when a subcommittee was set up, you know, for the Black Saints, that really got me psyched up, because I said, you know, this is something that so many of us as African Americans don't know anything about. There are many African saints that we still believe are white, because that's what we were told. They were white saints. Some of the most popular ones, like St. Augustine, St. Monica, Pope St. Victor, you can go all the way up and down the line. And we were able to talk about that. And so, taking on that task of talking about and teaching each other about black saints was such an awesome and powerful thing. And I was so glad to be a part of it. This church in Pittsburgh has meant so much to me. I will not say that my 41 years of priesthood, that's how long it is. You can do the math and guess how old I am. I celebrated my 40th year last year. But the sad part of it is, and it came to my mind day after day, is after 40 years, I'm still the only African-American priest. Something is deeply wrong with that. Deeply wrong with that. We are still trying to do something about it. But while there are, you know, African-American vocations, there are very scant vocations, period. You know, I look back at my class. I was ordained a priest in 1974, a class of 23 energetic, sincere men. Of that 23, only 4 of us are in active ministry today. These are men between 65 and 68 years old. All the rest are gone except me and 3 others. Something difficult about that, isn't it? But you know, in spite of these kind of challenges that we have today in the church, there's a bright spot. We have come to see that our lay people are able to take hold and reign of ministry so much. You know, it was said earlier that when I became pastor of St. Charles Owanga, there was 3 churches. Actually, it was 6 churches. 6 churches with 18 buildings. And while there were only 4 worship sites, I had to take a couple of lessons in real estate on how to do something about all the rest of those buildings. And right now, St. Charles Owanga. But there was a big challenge, another big challenge, and Rita knows about that. Where are you, Rita? It was back 5 years ago when we had a very painful thing to do in our parish school, Holy Rosary, which was a great and beautiful and awesome school, closed, and we merged with now what is St. James, and we became Sister Thea Bowman Catholic Academy. Beautiful school, but so many pain, so much tears, so much hardship, because we hated to leave that building, didn't we? But again, another cross, a cross that God has enabled us to bear. I'm going to thank you all so very much and staying with this wonderful group. And I'm so happy to have parishioners who are active and supporting it. I'm so very happy that my good friend, Father Carmen D'Amico, is always no more than a phone call away. You know, we used to get, when he was down in St. Benedict's, we got together all the time. We had a partnership where we did all kind of ministry things together. We're not able to do that, but we're still good friends. And every now and then we meet at Panera Bread to share some coffee and sandwiches. So thank you very much. And even though I've said some tough, hard, painful things, I'm not disillusioned. Because nothing is impossible with God, and God will make new things start. And pray for Matt Hawkins, that he is ordained a priest. That he's only in his first year of theology, but that he becomes a priest. Because before I retire, I want to see another black face among the priests of the Diocese of Pittsburgh. Thank you.